welcome to AusStock, the program where we look at what's happening in the Australian stock markets at the moment. I'm your host, Mike Loder, and right now we are looking at the outlook for mining and healthcare stocks, to be specific.
Broadly across the mining and in the energy sector, it is about scarcity of supply. The industry has underinvested for a number of years, and there's a whole range of reasons for that. They're very poor allocators earlier in this century. ESG focus has curtailed a lot of new investment. And so that's leading to some big problems down the road in terms of how do we supply the world, particularly the minerals for decarbonisation. So that is the great challenge. Today, miners are facing very high inflation, significant input costs, scarcity of labour, which is also adding to this issue of inflation. But demand is still there, but it's the supply side which is the thing that needs to be navigated over the next several years.
Moving from mining to healthcare, I understand that this was another key area of focus when it came to analysis was the healthcare sector. So let's talk a little bit about CSL and what you learnt from your briefings, and I suppose how are you guys positioned towards the sector currently?
So there were parts of healthcare that did very well through the pandemic in terms of demand, but then there were large and really important segments which really struggled, and they struggled because of lockdowns, the cessation of elective surgery. CSL is a classic example. So that's a Northern Hemisphere primarily based company in terms of where they get their revenue. The US is their prime market, but what they did need was donors coming to donate plasma. Lockdowns, hesitancy around going to donors, big supporting from government funding, all of those things curtailed supply, and it's another issue on the supply side. Now that is coming back very strongly. Those economies are now open. Donors want their fees in terms of donating plasma. And so across the industry, and CSL is the largest provider in that area, they're seeing a very good recovery and sequential recovery, which is important.